Hi, today we will discuss CRISP-ML lifecycle. Why we are using CRISP-ML lifecycle? The reason we are using CRISP-ML lifecycle that it gives you a great opportunity to make a structure framework that you can deal with and control the AI complex projects. Also, it gives you a great opportunity for all the stakeholders to be transparent and all of them know what you are doing and retrain it very fast if you need. It gives you also continuous feedback while you are working in your deployment. Additionally, it gives you a great transparency between all stakeholders. What is the structure of CRISP-ML? CRISP-ML contains many steps that you will follow during this life cycle. First of them, that you need to know what is your business data and understanding your business. Second one is to gather and collect your data. Third one is building your machine learning model. Then you will evaluate this model before you deploy it and monitor the result. So let's deep in and see what we can do in the first step. Knowing your business. In this stage, all the stakeholders, when you are making your kickoff meeting, all the stakeholders has to gather and knowing what is the problem need to be solved. So this is called the problem statement. All the stakeholders, like the client, the data scientist, the AI engineer, the domain expert, and AI translator, and depend on the project scale. So first thing that they need to gather and understand from the client what is his requirement, what is exactly need to be done. This is called the problem statement. Then the AI engineer and machine learning engineer will exactly proceed to introduce how machine learning will work to the client. Then this is the main output. I will give you with machine learning this point 1, 2, 3, 4. And this is accordingly will back to you with ROI, with back to you with cost reduction, will back to you with time reduction. Whatever the idea need to be done and whatever the output need to be done, this has to be explained in this stage to the client. Getting after that to the data. The data we will use, we will get from different sources. So in this stage, the machine learning engineer and the data scientist has to know what is exactly the source of the data. Whatever, in this example, we was working on a project to make a BBE detector. In this project, we had CCTV, we had IoT, we have sensors, we have historical data, we have documents. This is the main input we will use for our project. After that, the data scientists take all of these documents and make pre-processing data cleaning and pre-processing. The data scientists take all the input and they check. For example, we'll check the nulls, if there is any nulls, the duplicates, the format, how the format will enter to me and will out for the machine learning engineer. So all of this he need to check. Also, he need to check if there is any outliers. This is all we explained before in our previous videos. If you didn't see it, please back. There is a full playlist. We are explaining how to remove the outliers, how to check your duplicates, nulls, any strange things in our data. Then, after we took the clean data, we need to go and make our machine learning model. Then we are going to check how to make our machine learning model and what is the models we will use, what are the algorithms we will use, what is the training method we will use, how many percentage we will use. For example, we will use 70% training and 15% validating, 15% testing. This is one way. Some people using 80-20, so it depends on you and depend on the industry. So in this stage, we are deciding what is the percentage of the training and also what is the KPIs we will use to know exactly how we will evaluate our model and how we will know this is our succeeded stage. Also, we need to decide in this stage which algorithm exactly we will use. We will use linear, or we will use decision tree, or we will use XGBoost. Any one of them, we need to know exactly which one we will use. Also, we need to know how we will make hypertuning, which exactly parameters we will use to make hypertuning. So all of this need to know exactly when we will use. Also, we have a lot of things we need to add. For example, in this example, we use computer vision. So we will use YOLO V8, for example, anomaly detection. We will use NLP. We will use a lot of things. We need all of these tools. We need to understand how we will use and when we will use in this example. After we are getting the first version of our model from training stage, we need to evaluate this training if it's acceptable or not. In this stage of evaluation, this is called evaluating and determining if our system performance is acceptable or not. We have two things to evaluate: the standard KPIs and business KPIs. The standard KPIs, this is we are using in all most of AI models, like accuracy, precision, recall, latency, F1 score, false alarm. This is all we are using mostly in our models. After we agreed on this, we need to agree also with the client what is the business KPI. For example, some projects need ROI, some projects no need or not required any ROI. Some projects required cost reduction, some projects not required any reduction. It depends on your industry and what the clients need it to exactly to evaluate and what is the result they need. Lastly, we are going to deployment. After we are getting acceptable results, we are saving our model and give it to deployment stage to the next person who will use. So in this phase, we are just hand over our model and we are entering the monitoring stage. In the monitoring stage, we are checking if there is any data drifting, the performance is good, how the concept is working, the automation alert is working correctly or not. If there is any problem, we are backing again to give the feedback and make again training on this and deployment and make evaluation and back again to this cycle. If the model is working fine, so we will proceed with monitoring only. And here we are finishing CRISP ML lifecycle. If you need anything, just let me know.